Hi everyone, welcome back to your channel. So today let's talk about wisdom. In particular, let's talk about the reason why you will probably read only a few dozens books before dying. I don't have a magic wand, but I know that together we can make pretty good predictions. So let's start. Books are mainly containers of two things. On one side you have knowledge, on the other side you have entertainment. For this reason there are two types of reading you can do. The first one is informative, to learn something new. The other one is entertaining, to have fun. Sometimes a book can deliver both, but it's usually very important to find a good balance between types of books we read. And the best part is that the range of applications and benefits is extremely wide. Have you ever wondered how can you learn anything faster, expand your knowledge, travel to wonderful worlds, connect with our great past as a civilization, or find someone that shares your same emotions? Well, you guessed it, you can do all this by reading. Saying that reading is important, well, it's an understatement. For example, it's the only way we have to learn from other people's experience. But now to clarify this point, let's make an experiment together. So right now in your life, I'm sure you've reached a point where you have learned a lot. You've learned so much in terms of relationships, communication, skills, sports, and so on. And now try to imagine how much you will be able to learn from now until the end of your days. Is it 10 times more or maybe 100 times more? Well, when we die, all of this knowledge is usually wasted because it dies with us. But imagine if you could read the book containing all the things you have learned in your life, but right now. It would be life-changing. And now imagine the wonderful things you can learn from the brightest people ever lived on this planet by simply reading their books. And this is one of the most powerful aspects of reading. So how many books do we read in our life? Well, it's pretty easy to calculate. First, let's take the number of books you can read per year on average and multiply by the difference between 73, that is the average life expectancy worldwide, and your current age. I know it's an incredibly easy formula, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are not actually thinking about reading in this way. So let's make an example. If you're 25 years old and your life expectancy is 73 and you read one book per year on average, it means that you'll read 50 books more or less before dying. However, if you can increase this number to 6 books per year, the total number gets to 300. This means that the average reader will only read a few dozens or hundreds books in total. And there are not so many, especially when we compare this number to the total number of books published every year worldwide, around 2 million, or even worse, to the total number of books ever published in history, around 130 million. It is then crucial to choose wisely the books you read. If you don't, you'll waste a lot of time and you will pay a high opportunity cost. In other words, if you spend one full year reading a very long trilogy that you don't like so much, you could spend the same amount of time reading more books, like 6 or more, and books that are more enjoyable and more useful to you. Also, especially at the beginning of your journey, reading the right books at university or early in your career does have a huge impact on your future, so choose even more wisely. So finally, here are some tips that I suggest you to keep in mind about reading. First of all, enjoy every book that you read. Even if you're reading to learn something new, it is your priority to enjoy learning this new thing. Second, if you don't like a book, quit it, stop reading it. It saves time, it puts you in a better mood, and it allows you to actually read something you enjoy. However, I know this is something that a lot of readers, especially at the beginning, cannot even contemplate. So this is up to you. Third, turn reading into a habit. Try reading at every empty slot you have during your day, when commuting, before going to sleep, or when eating your meals. Fourth, ask other readers suggestions on books you should read. I'm pretty sure you'll have at least a couple of passionate readers around you. And remember, every time you get a good suggestion from a person, always go back and ask for more. Fifth and last tip. Use specialized websites like Goodreads. This is very important, especially when you're trying to explore a new genre. Reading is fundamental for anyone's growth, but if done carelessly, it can even become detrimental. Read excellent, inspiring, informative, and entertaining books, and you'll live one of the best experiences of your life. Share this video with readers and non-readers out there, and remember, if you have other tips on how to find great books or on how to read more, leave them in the comments. See you in the future.